And joining us now is a 1975 graduate of Granite City High School, and our newest inductee to the Granite City Wall of Fame is Miss Kim Seybert. Kim, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, Chris. I'm so excited to be an inductee.
And congratulations, you are one of our 5 inductees, and we look forward to hearing your story. Can you please talk about your time growing up in Granite City?
Yes, I think growing up in Granite City was incredibly grounding, and I feel like I really gained that wonderful Midwest values that I think has helped me in my life in general. So I think that's probably the best thing about growing up in the Midwest in Granite City.
Kim, can you talk a little bit about the education that you received in Granite City, which schools you went to, and how that helped you prepare you for the career you have today in New York City?
Well, I think about high school, and I think I was a pretty much typical kid who grew up in Granite City. I was involved in high school. I think some of the things that I loved, I really gave all my passion to. I was in cheerleading, and that was something that I really loved, and I put a lot of effort into that. I think I was typical also in there were difficult times, like everybody goes through tough times in high school, and I really think some of those times were some of the things that made me the strongest. So I felt like if I could get through that, I would just keep picking myself up and pushing through. And I think those are the things that really have helped me the most in life.
Kim, let's talk about something I know that you have a real passion for, and that's fashion design. When did your love begin for fashion design?
When I was kind of looking over the questions that you sent me, I was trying to really think about when it started. And I have to say, I don't remember a time that I didn't love fashion. I mean, even when I was very young, my mom would dress us. I have an older sister, and she would dress the two of us up to go to church. We didn't look like anybody else at church. We wore hats. It really was partly my mother who probably got me there, but I absolutely loved it. And even before I learned how to sew, which I learned how to sew in junior high school, we would go to have our clothes made, and I would be the one who was telling the seamstress how I wanted my outfits to look. So I just don't ever remember. And by high school, I made everything I wore. I wanted to decorate my own room. I wanted to just all my surroundings. I wanted to be involved in the design. So it's sort of like in my blood.
So let's talk a little bit about Kim Seybert in 2022. Tell us a little bit about your company and how exciting it is that you'll be celebrating 25 years in 2023.
As you can probably tell, I'm very passionate about my business. I feel incredibly fortunate that I am doing something I get to do. I'm blessed to get to wake up every morning and do something that I absolutely love. I don't think I could have put as much work into something if I didn't love it so much. And we're just really in a wonderful position right now, 25 years. This year we did a collaboration with Baccarat, and that's been so much fun. It's and for those of you who don't, most people probably know Baccarat, the brand, but they do crystal glasses. And so we did this collaboration with them that has just been so much fun, and I really love it. And I just think in general, we have over the years, we really created a category that was never there when I started my business. So you never really found fashion for the table years ago when I started. So I was really the person who said, I used to design dresses. That's what I did my whole career before I started this business. And I just felt like I wanted to have something exciting and fun on the table. And there was nothing out there that looked like that. And I think we really started that whole category. And now everyone that sets the table, they really do want to make it look beautiful. people appreciate sitting down together and having a lovely meal and the camaraderie that goes along with that. So I do feel very, very proud of really kind of developing that business.
Well, Kim, congratulations on 25 years. I'm sure that is that's an outstanding achievement for such a well-respected company.
Thank you.
Kim, you are very active in many charitable organizations, including God's Love We Deliver and Animal Rescue Fund of the Hamptons, or ARF. Has giving back always been an important part of your life?
Well, yes. I mean, in the beginning, I will tell you, in the beginning, I started this company on my credit cards. So we didn't have a lot to, we were the charity pretty much in the beginning. But from the time we started growing, and I've always felt very, very strongly about charities. We've given literally anyone that really calls and asks, and it's a good, legitimate charity. We try to do whatever we can to give them product or help. ARF, which is the Animal Rescue Fund, is one of the ones that I've been involved with for quite a while. And, years ago, I bought a house in the Hamptons. And when I found out that people would get dogs and cats for the summer while they were living out there full time, and then they would just abandon the animals, I was just so shocked that that was something that was so important to me to really get involved with. So that's a core one that I actually spend a lot of time as well as donating to. It just is so satisfying when we're recently building a whole new facility out in the Hamptons for ARF, which I love. But I think it is really important. It makes me feel like I've been blessed and I can give back.
Kim, in closing, who would you like to thank for this recognition of going into the Granite City High School Wall of Fame?
That was a hard one when you asked me that. I was like, really, who? But, ultimately, it was very easy. I have to say it was my dad. My dad's from Granite City. He was kind of a very tough father. I didn't have a really warm and fuzzy relationship with him because he was a little tough. But in hindsight, the older I get, I realize, everything about what he passed on to me, about teaching me to be independent and to make my own way, find my own career. He really explained to me as a kid about working hard and not depending on anybody. And I think that was something that he felt strongly about because he had 3 girls and he wanted to make sure that all of us knew how to take care of ourselves. And he was also very open-minded. He loved to travel. I think that's where a lot of the passion comes from what we do, because we design and manufacture all over the world. I've been lucky enough to travel all over the world. And my dad is really the person who instilled that into me. And also the biggest thing is his character. And, that's been something that I just took it for granted because I thought everyone had that. But, one of the reasons we've sold Neiman Marcus for all these years, we've sold Saks and Bloomingdale's and Bergdorf Goodman and all the stores that we've sold, is because we're a really good partner too. And we're very honest. We're a very honest, reputable company. And that's always been very important to me. And I think that harkens back to my dad. It harkens back to a Midwest upbringing and realizing that hard work is important and having those values. So I would have to say it would be my dad.